Thanksgiving spirit, Victoria learned a new way to make turkey.
That's right.
It is NCCC Thanksgiving, and we've got Chef John Matwico in. You know those times you get turkeys on sale because it's Thanksgiving and you buy a little extra and you're thinking of how to cook it up and use it up? Well, Chef John has a perfect way.
I have a great new idea.
What is that called?
This is going to be called a poached turkey breast.
Something I've never heard of before.
Yeah, it's a little different, huh?
Yeah.
A little different cooking method than we're used to with roasting. So we're going to use a quart bouillon, which is a flavorful, moist heat cooking method.
Without meat?
With no meat. It's not a stock. It's a broth, but we call it a short broth. It has no meat in it, so that's why it's called short broth. We're shorting out the meat. So, but we're going to cook the meat in there.
Okay. This segment, let's show folks what they need to get ready, because it's probably a lot of the stuff that they already have for the Thanksgiving meal.
There is a lot of stuff that you have extra. Before we go any further, I got a little gift for you.
Oh, my type of favorite bag, other than the little ones.
And it's a sparkling hard apple cider.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy
and that's from Leonard Oaks Estate.
Is that local?
That is local. That's up in Niagara County.
And you can go up there yourselves?
You can go up there and pick it up yourself.
Well, we'll have to toast on that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's show this off.
So let's get going on the quart bouillon.
Okay, terrific.
We got water as a base.
All right.
Okay, so we got water as a base. We got apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
Sliced apples, ginger we're going to pour in there. And we want to keep it at a temperature of about 180 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, before you continue on with that, let's show folks what else they need to get ready, and then maybe we'll make the broth for the second segment.
All right.
So we put that in there.
So we got that in. We just need to get that simmering. So we got that onions.
Okay.
A little
cinnamon
and cloves in there. Nice holiday smell. A little sherry.
Okay.
All right.
I like sherry. And then turkey breasts.
And we need turkey breasts, so we need something to cook.
Okay, so when we come back in our next segment, we're going to put all this together. We're going to get this simmering, and then we'll get started on this poached turkey breast.
Sounds great.
For Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for the cider.
That's right. That's right.
We are also very thankful to be preparing turkey in a new way today.
That's right. Vic is in the kitchen right now.
Chef John Matwico, he's poaching leftover turkey breasts that you had because you bought extra for the Thanksgiving holiday. And so far you've put together...
we got water.
Water.
Apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
Slices of apple and ginger.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to do a little onion. We need some aromatics. You got to get that flavor going, right?
Yeah, that kind of mealy flavor.
Doesn't it smell great?
It does. I can't believe this does not have any meat in it.
Isn't it crazy?
Beautiful.
And then we got the the cinnamon and the cloves in there.
So it's just the sticks you put in? You don't have
just
to do...
Just the sticks, and that'll, with all that moisture, it's going to bring out the flavor.
Okay. Okay. And not make it too strong.
No, just it'll be perfect. Just 2 little sticks of there and you're fine. Then we got a little sherry.
Grandma sherry.
A little sherry to...
Make everybody happy.
Make everyone happy, that holiday cheer, right? And we got all that going. So now what we do, we got to bring that up to a simmer. And we want to, again, you want to do about 180 degrees. If it's too high, it's going to toughen up the meat.
That's my problem all the time, if I put it in a stew or something.
Yep, and then you got to cook it a long period of time. I just want to gently simmer it. It's a tender piece of meat, so you want to gently simmer it. And it's a low simmer temperature and a high poaching temperature. I call it a poach, but it's like about 180.
How do you know? You should use the thermometer, meat thermometer?
Yeah, I just had it a second ago. There it goes. And I put one in a little while ago.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just bring it up. Can you hold on to that?
Yes.
Just going to bring it up a little bit, and we're going to check the temperature of when I put it in a little while ago. And then you got to put it into the center. And I always have one of these available.
Yeah.
What are we at here? We're about like 130, 140. When we finish up our segment, it'll be perfect. You got to do 165. Okay. Because it's salmonella, right? And you want to kill off any bad bacteria, right? So we're going to look for 165. I'm at 140, so I'd say another 5 more minutes. But what we're going to do is we got another broth going here, right? Short broth, that is. And we're going to stir that up a little bit.
So the key to not making your meat tough is to make sure that the water is not, or whatever you're boiling it is,
you don't want to have a boil temperature. It's going to make it tough.
That's great.
If it's at a low 180 degrees Fahrenheit, it'll make it nice and tender.
No more gum chicken from Mama.
No. This is great for chicken breast, too.
Right. That's what I normally would do.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take in our other broth here, and we're going to put in our other chicken breast, or I'm sorry, turkey breast.
Okay.
And
all right, we're going to cook that up. We're going to simmer it up, and then when we come back, we're going to make the key to this entire meal.
A little fat to it.
We're going to make homemade butter.
Holiday butter.
All right, Chef
awesome?
John, this is very exciting. I can't wait for this one. Churning butter, Wisconsin girl. It's my dream come true.
There you go.
There. Thank you, Julia.
Thanks, Sally.
All right, Chef John Matwico is teaching this Wisconsin girl something I've never done before. I'm going to make butter, but a special butter.
A special butter. We're calling it a holiday butter. One of my students up at school decided to come up with this idea with me, and she called it a mixed fruit holiday butter, and I love the idea.
Perfect.
So it's got mixed fruits in there and nuts in there. Almonds.
Okay. How do we do it?
Okay,
Where's the churn?
Okay, we need a food processor.
Okay.
And this is our churning, right? Instead of like sitting there and with the big machine and, you know, doing the churning of the butter, we're just going to take heavy cream.
Okay.
Okay, you got to be careful in the beginning because we're going to put the top on. And all you need to do is hit that on button and let it rip.
That's it?
Okay. Well, it takes a little while.
Okay.
Doesn't just happen in 2 seconds. So the cool thing about this is like watching this all come together. It's all going to like form a mass of like all the butter fat. It's all going to come together, and all the whey is going to separate.
I don't even know the breakdown of butter, so this is very interesting to me.
It is pretty interesting.
This is like ice cream or something.
Lesson, right?
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, so you see how it's coming down? And you can hear it like all forming together. It's like whipped cream.
Oh, I can hear it too.
Yeah, and if you whip cream long enough, it becomes butter.
So if I stopped it at this point, would I be able to top my dessert with it?
Actually, exactly. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that fun?
And then you go a little bit further, and then it becomes butter.
It becomes butter. And it separates the whey, the water, particles and impurities away from the fat. And then the fat becomes a mass. And as we're doing this, we can hit it with a little allspice, all right?
Okay.
And just a touch of that. You need a little salt, right? You need that saltiness of the butter. Just a touch of pepper.
We need to get John in here. John, can we get John's camera down here to look and see what the top looks like?
It's so much fun, isn't it?
It really is. You know what? Especially if you've never, you eat butter, you never make it.
My brother loves to do this in the holidays with the kids.
Yeah, the kids would love that.
The kids would love it, right?
And then get some hot bread or something.
Yeah, and then just a little fresh thyme. So we got that, a little parsley. All right. Now, we put the mixed fruits in there. This is, we have raisins and apricots and cranberries all chopped up.
Holiday fruits.
Yep, holiday fruits. And then we're going to pop this in there. And then that's going to be chopped up even more in there, right?
Okay.
So as it's going, you're going to hear it like coming away from the sides. All right. Then also, we're going to put this in more towards the end. This is toasted almonds. All right.
Good for you, too.
So we're going to scrape down a little bit. And
is it butter yet?
Nope, not butter yet. Almost there. All right. You hear it? Yes. Now it's coming to be. It's becoming butter.
When you hear that?
Yep, you can hear it like you can hear the mass coming away.
Struggling, yeah.
Yep.
I can't believe it. All right, so we've been at this maybe about 2.5 minutes.
Okay, now we got a little nuts in there.
I'm going to have fresh butter soon?
We're going to have fresh butter soon.
Somebody call the bread company.
So when we're done, see it's coming together?
Yep. Okay.
And then what we have
this
here.
This is the finished product.
This is the finished product right here. Look at all the nuts in there and the.
John's more interested in the butter. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, in the meantime, back at the ranch, we have the turkey still poaching.
And then we got that going. Look at that.
Can you ever overdo butter?
Not really.
Okay. Will it turn into cream cheese or something?
I know. We're going to pour it off, and it's going to go into a strainer, and all the whey is going to be strained off. Okay, and get the blade out of there, of course. And
some guests might like that.
And then here you go. Look at look at that.
And then this is butter?
That is butter. Isn't that fun?
Oh my gosh, that's so easy.
And it's so easy and it tastes good. So this is our finished product. So what we're going to do, let's do a little presentation now, right?
Yes, I've got 1 minute left, and I need to taste this. 1 minute left.
We're going to do a quick presentation. Here we go. We got
my utensils.
Let's do some holiday spaghetti squash, right?
Now this is lovely.
Oh, spaghetti squash is one of my favorites. How about you?
Me too.
Okay.
So healthy too.
Look at that. And it looks pretty. Nice
colors.
and festive. Get the butter aside. Let's get the turkey breast over here. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome with that color? And then we're going to do some nice, look at that, how moist it is. Look at that. Oh. And there's no fat in it, of course, right? No. So we're going to take this. We're going to top it off. Oh, look at that.
And then what do you do with the butter? I have to try it. I've got 20 seconds left.
Then you got butter, turkey, spaghetti squash, and that looks very festive, doesn't it? How moist is that?
I love that butter.
And doesn't the turkey have that nice little acidic flavor?
Yes, it's got that little tang to it.
Yeah.
All right, I can't wait for our second helping.
I know.
It's something great to go with this as well.
We're going to use gravy, too.
Look at me so excited.
Okay.
All right, well, when we come back, second helping. Can't wait.
Sounds good.
I think I'm a little bit more excited for the second helping even. Not only have we cracked the cider that you so graciously brought for our Thanksgiving, we are doing...
We're going to do, it's going to be an
stuffing.
open-faced turkey sandwich. How's that sound?
Great.
Leftover stuffing, right? So I toasted it up with some of that holiday butter. We're going to put that down. Look at that.
Look at that pretty shape, too.
And it's just leftover stuffing. So.
And this is what it looks like before you put it in the oven with the thing. You just form it into squares?
Yep. And then what we're going to do is just going to take a little of this butter. We're going to put it into the gravy that's left over. Stir that up.
Yes,
Take some of your turkey. Put that up. Look at that. And then we're going to bring it over. And we're going to
sauce it up.
Sauce it up. Now, you got
Like
the holiday butter in there. What's that?
Sauce up the turkey and then the cook.
Yep. There you go. Look at that. Does that look beautiful? You want to try this?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Crazy question.
Okay.
I love stuffing.
There you go.
Okay. Here, we'll just move
Let's
this.
put it right there. There you go. Is that to die for?
That is to die for.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. That is fantastic. Would you put bread on that at all? Or under? Could you?
You could. Why not?
Chef John, you've made my Thanksgiving. I don't even have to go to the in-laws. Just kidding. Just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.